So we're delighted that Captain Joe Redmond has signed a new long-term contract to remain in Inchicore, and he's with me now. Joe, congratulations. How does it feel? And tell us how the chats with John and the club have gone over the last little while.
Yeah, cheers, Jay. Thanks very much. Look, I'm delighted to get it all sorted now. But yeah, the talks have been going on for a couple of weeks now. But the main focus is on next year and the season ahead. Look, I'm really confident in the group that we have now and the players we've brought in, and the core group of players that are there last year that have got a taste of silverware. I mean, you talk to everyone, we're all hungry for a bit more, and with Europe next year, it's definitely a big push for us, and getting to the group stage is definitely an aim for this club, and that's something that we'd like to do this year or over the coming years.
We sat together in the stand here in Inchicore around 2 years ago when you signed initially for the club, and you said you wanted to do well, etc, etc, etc. But could you have imagined how it would have gone in terms of personally and for the club over the last 2 years, particularly this year, captaining the club to the 𝗕𝗘𝗦𝗧 in front of the biggest ever crowd?
Now, looking back at that 2 years, it feels like a lifetime ago sitting in that stand. I mean, when I first signed, my main objective was to get myself into the team and have a good pre-season, and that year went well. And then obviously looking back at last year is being captain, wanting to win trophies, and that's what I done last year. But look, I have the taste of it now, and I want to get more and more.
Yeah, I know you've been at the club for a couple of years, and this long-term contract, you know, signifies your commitment to 𝗕𝗘𝗦𝗧, and vice versa. It's fair to say there was interest elsewhere as well, and I suppose given where the league is going, and particularly where 𝗕𝗘𝗦𝗧 is at the minute as well, I'm sure you're quite excited with the decision you've made to stay here for the next number of years at least.
Yeah, definitely. That's what the talks between the club are, with the opportunities elsewhere and stuff like that. But I mean, we had long hard chats at the club and where the league was going and where this club was going, and that's what made the decision for me in terms of the league as a whole, and how it's going with the standard rising and the young lads coming through and people staying and signing longer term contracts. I mean, you've got that the hunger to compete against each other every week, and so that's what I'm really looking forward to doing this year. You have most of the lads staying from last year, so it's a really good opportunity for us.
Talk to me about your connection to the club. I know your family have been 𝗕𝗘𝗦𝗧 fans for years and years, and you would have been on the terraces in the 𝗕𝗃𝗦 3 years ago for the previous FAI Cup final win. But the connection that you have with the supporters is something really, really special. Like, you were in tears on the pitch in the 𝗕𝗃𝗦 a couple of seconds after the final whistle was blown, which probably says it all, really.
Yeah, look, that emotion after is it's just something that you feel straight after the game. But yeah, the connection I have, I mean, my family are just as happy for me as I am to sign this, and they've been with me every step of the way. So no, it's a great feeling, and when I told them, they were over the moon for me, and yeah, the connection I have with the fans is great. I mean, they took to me straight away, and when you hear them singing your song in the stands, it gives you a real spur. So now I'm looking forward to more of it next year, and you see with the season tickets sold, and I think we're going to have sellouts every week next year, so it's another factor that made me sign.
And the relationship between the squad of players, the coaching staff, the manager John Daly, you know, everyone else that works in the club as well, there's a real good bond and a real sense that everybody is pulling in the one direction to continue to improve the club in all aspects. And of course, in your case as the captain of the first team, it's to try and continue to build with the group of lads that you're best mates with, and the coaching staff that you guys have had such a positive last little while under as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think that was one of the main things this year, was to build that togetherness as a group with the staff, players, fans, the whole club, and the environment at Inchicore. And that was one thing that we said that we were going to do, and I think we've seen that after the cup, everyone celebrating together, and there was a great togetherness feeling of we're just this one club and we're all in it together. And I think that's what we've done, and next year is time to go that extra step and go and really compete for everything that we're involved in.